You are now listening to the Dream Match Podcast with me, Alex the Great, and my boy, Jay the Don. Enjoy the show. And welcome to the Dream Match Podcast. My name is James. This is Jay.
What it do, baby boo? I don't know. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay. Well, if this is your first time listening to us, welcome to the family and to the Dream Match crew. We salute you. Let's just get into fucking friendly neighborhood spider.
Bro, Chachi. When that shit started,
Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't know why my Disney, when I try to start the next episode, it goes to the previous episode.
Yeah, mine does.
So I was like, this looks real familiar. Hold up. And I hit play on the next one, and I was like, yo, this shit was hitting though.
Yeah, I mean that's literally, especially the way they're dropping it, like 2-3 episodes at a time.
Yeah,
like that helps so much.
It do.
It helps the pacing of the show so much.
To me, also giving you 3 episodes at a time. That is the perfect amount.
Yeah.
And then wait a week. Like, one episode ain't gonna cut it no more.
Yeah.
I mean, at least do for like Daredevil. I'm hoping they do at least 2 episodes a week. Because that'll be nice.
But yeah, that show was something nice.
Man.
It was something. Like, I have literally no complaints about that show. Like, at all. Which is weird because we normally have complaints.
I got my usual complaint.
It's over?
It wasn't enough episodes.
Yeah. But animation was cool. Fucking the way they tied Doctor Strange back and everything. When Norman Osborn was like, "You destroyed schools." Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then he goes to the port. Like, oh, I get it now.
It was funny because when Doctor Strange showed up, I said, "Oh, dope! His second appearance." And then Peter looked at him, and I was like, "Are they about to time travel?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, they ain't going." I was like, "Wait, he do got the time stone?" And I was like, "Yo." And the spider that bit him is from his DNA. I was like, that's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
So you're Spider-Man because of you?
Yeah, but basically,
that's crazy.
You know, I didn't put that shit together till right now.
Yeah, it's wild, ain't it?
Yeah, that very well put together. And you see the Watcher in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's smart.
One thing that made me mad, well, not the shows, because myself, when I was watching the episode when he got his ass beat, he was getting tended to by the doctors and everything. I saw the doctor drawing blood, but I saw it backwards. I thought they were giving him something.
Oh.
And then when they did the recap and you saw him drawing the blood, I was like, oh, damn. I was like, I totally saw that the wrong way.
Yeah. No complaints. Great.
I just think it was weird to have Nico in the show to have her do nothing.
Who is she?
From the Runaways.
Oh, the Asian chick from the Runaway. Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
It's funny because before I saw the episode, we posted a video about that. Remember we were talking last week, I think it was, about it, and someone commented who it was, and I was like, that's a deep cut to me. I was
I totally forgot about that show.
Yeah, and I was like, Runaways. I was like, oh shit, and I was like, that's dope. Because it started to hit, and I was like, it was so obvious, but I didn't think they're going to put the Runaway or a character from the Runaways in this show, so that was like a big surprise.
Yeah, shit. All right, well,
that shit was lit though. Then when Spider-Man was fucking beating the dog shit out of Scorpion,
he lost his cool, stopped holding back,
bruh. I swear, I still hate that in the MCU they call this the Spidey sense the Peter tingle.
Yeah,
because when he trusted his spider sense and he was just dodging them hits, I was like, oh, this motherfucker cold.
Yeah.
I like to They gave us a glimpse of what Spider-Man could be if he really wanted to be.
Yeah.
Like, imagine him as a villain.
There is a comic book where Peter does become a villain. It's not because of the symbiote suit, but it's literally just because he becomes a villain.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's a really good series.
That's crazy.
But see, and this is why I like it, because Tom Holland lost his cool against fucking Green Goblin. And like, it kind of the same way where Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker stopped him, and this one fucking Tombstone stopped him, which makes me think, is Tombstone going to be a bad guy?
Yeah, I think he is.
You think he's going to turn bad?
It's a very slow turn, I think.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, because if you notice, they keep teasing his gray colored skin too.
Yeah.
And then
it happens with his fingers.
Yeah, and then he finally takes that jacket off. I was like, thank God to get rid of that damn jacket.
I think that was like his tether to the good side.
So I think he's gonna be. There's gonna be something that happens that make him, I think, turn fully evil. Because he was trying to be good, but he's still in the gang. He's still doing different shit. Like he gonna try to get them on the right path, but then you got to make it do what it do at a certain point.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy. I think what I like about the show too is I don't know anybody's real name. Yeah. So when he was like, "Oh, you can call you Tombstone," I said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, me too.
And I thought about it. It was funny in the first PS4 Spider-Man game when you fight Tombstone, he does call him Lonnie.
Oh shit!
And I was like. Oh shit! I was like, and it clicked at that moment, but it took for me to see that for it to click. But I was like, I have no idea who this random ass dude is, a football player.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was a cool little deep cut right there.
Well, in the comic books, he's a bully. So like he, I guess because it's like in the a different universe. So and I don't know what universe the comic books are in, but his origin story is he's a bully and. This reporter dude like kind of goes in and asks like kind of like this does like a expose on him like, so why are you a bully? Mm-hmm. And he ends up beating up the reporter dude. The reporter dude ends up going to another spot, like it goes like going to another school, and then he becomes like a big reporter. Like, and he basically trying to keeps trying to like do an expose on this dude as he keeps tracks of him like. He constantly goes to jail. He's just a bad guy. Mm-hmm. And so like at one point in the comic, it's like in the future, this dude comes up. He goes, "Hey, I know you know the guy Tombstone. You went to high school with him, right?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I know where he's going to be tonight." And he's like, something bad's going to happen. So the reporter that he went to high school with tries to get him arrested, but the snitch, he ends up holding him up. The Tombstone, he comes out of a shadow, and he's holding up the dude. He's like, "Is this who you're trying to get to rat me out?" And he's like shaking the dead body around. Like Tombstone was like a vicious fucking killer in the comics, at least. I never played the video games, but in the comics, he's like
he tried to be,
awful.
But you're Spider-Man.
Yeah,
because like you fight him and the gang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you can get it still. The Game of the Year edition is like $20.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And that one is long as fuck. It's actually kind of nice.
Okay.
Because all the side quests and shit. Mm-hmm. And then the Game of the Year edition comes with the DLC. Mm-hmm. So you got more game. Like it's.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Okay. I'll look that up because I need some new games to play. I need to get that insert for my memory.
Oh yeah, me too. I was thinking about. I'm gonna try to wait till Black Friday.
Yeah, because it's only it's like $175. I ain't got that right now.
I don't want to spend that right now.
True. So yeah, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, dope as fuck.
I would say real quick, I like too what they're doing because I feel like the show too makes more sense than the movies in a sense that everything takes place in New York. Mm-hmm. So we got to see Doctor Strange pull up. Mm-hmm. We got to see Daredevil pull up. I'm like, we need to see this more in movies. And I think what Marvel fucked up at in MCU is giving the actors too much money in the beginning. Yeah. To where now you got to pay these motherfuckers a lot to get these roles. I'm like, see, if you would have been paying them less, you could have been having this going on. Because I'm like, the little crossover moments are dope as hell.
Like, I mean, especially like Tom Holland. Like, I know for his first appearance in Civil War, he only got I think $50,000 or something. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Oh, give me my money on the back end." And they were like, "Oh, okay, cool." So like, now that he's Spider-Man, he's like, obviously I want more fucking money. Mm-hmm. Like, so like, and good thing about Tom Holland is he's keeping this shit all in the family. Like, his brother's his manager, like his other brother's his assistant, and it's like you fucking brilliant man. Yeah, man. But I was just like, I wish we can get that in the MCU. Like, we got a taste of that in No Way Home. When he had Matt Murdock show up. I was like, bro, just let him throw hands real quick. Yeah. Like, just one punch somebody, bro. So I want to see. He called a brick.
He did, but I want to see him throw hands with somebody real quick. Like,
because I'm telling you, like, Daredevil is slowly but surely becoming my new favorite besides fucking Moon Knight. Because Moon Knight was fucking people up for no reason. Yeah.
I'm mad we're not getting no, like, that's one thing I think really sucked about this new was it whatever phase we were in, the multiversal one, is they gave us a bunch of stuff and then just there's no follow up. Like I saw on like TikTok, someone point out there like, it's crazy because we talked about it before too. They're like, where the hell is the Shang-Chi at? And I'm like, valid question. Where is this man? He's supposed to be in the next Avengers and stuff. I'm like, we saw him one time. He walked off with Wong about 4 years ago now or some shit like that. I'm like, where he at? Where's Moon Knight at? like at least like again, you ain't got to show everybody, but at least say something. Make a mention.
Like mention him, give him like a hey, look, there's Moon Knight. These niggas cross the street, like what's up, bro?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just so we know that he's there.
I thought because Moon Knight was dealing with gods and stuff, he was going to show up in Love and Thunder, or there's going to be a bigger connection because Gore was the God Butcher, and I was like, oh, he's going to do something, and then there was no connection. I'm like, see, that would have been a beautiful little connection right there.
Even like the not what's the god's name that takes over his body? The one that gives Moon Knight his power?
Oh, Khonshu?
Yeah, Khonshu. Like, have Khonshu, like, be like in like I don't know, like he's in like a council of gods, you know what I mean? Like where it's like Zeus, Khonshu, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
because I think they did mention briefly in Moon Knight that the gods are disappearing.
Yeah,
I think that was the only tease, but I was like, that ain't enough. Like,
yeah. Give us something. So yeah, that movie or that show, Spider-Man is fucking dope. That's all we gotta say about that.
Yeah, they better give us a season 2 now.
Oh yeah, they're gonna give us a season 2.
They should be working on it right now, if you ask me.
Yeah, but I mean, what the fuck do we know? We're just fans who like watching shit. I'm gonna be honest with you about something real quick, and this is just gonna. I was very disappointed in Cobra Kai.
Yeah, no. See,
it was predictable.
So the problem to me though was the break.
Yeah.
Because imagine if this would have just followed right after that one kid died.
Yeah.
It would have been dope. But I think making us wait like 2 months and this is what we got. And also for me, when I was watching it, I didn't know it was only 5 episodes going to drop.
Yeah.
So when they were like hyping up the tournament super quick, I was like, oh shit, they got to have some story after the tournament. That's going to be dope. And then it ends on the tournament. I was like, oh, that was kind of, to me, the show overall is still good. I liked it. But it was like, that was like anticlimactic for me. I was like, oh, this is what we got. But I did like the fight choreography.
The fight choreography for that show is always on fucking point. Like that's one thing I will always say. Like whoever their fight choreographer is
it's remember the dude who he was in the original. He's a pastor now in the show.
Oh yeah.
He's a true
martial artist.
Yeah, and then so he trains like the world team or something like that or national team or something. Yeah, he did something
for the Olympics.
I don't know for something. I looked it up. I saw it on something like, it was like one of those social media videos and stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, he actually does that. So he's one of the people that does that. And there's someone else that works on the show. Mm-hmm. They also do the same thing. I forgot about that.
I'm like, why is it so like dim over here? Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I did not know that. But honestly, all in all, it was a good way to end the show. It did kind of lead up to
the movie.
Movie. So I mean,
I just think it shouldn't have all been happy endings.
Yeah. Oh no, it shouldn't all have been happy endings.
Like how Robbie got a job.
Yeah.
Because of the whole love story. I was like, that's cool for him. But I was like, but bro, like, I don't know. It was very like, and then like Miguel going to
Stanford.
No, didn't he?
No, he went to Okinawa.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, like,
yeah,
got you to split up. You know what I mean? But
I guess that coochie. Fuck that. They're all fucking like in their 30s. I don't give a shit no more. There's one thing that Carla did say. When you're doing like the flashbacks and you see Miguel, she's like, damn, he was like 10 when this show started. I'm like, no, he wasn't. Yeah. I'm like, when this show started, I'm like, actually, no, you're right. When the show started on YouTube, he was like 13, 14.
Yeah, I think he's like 23 now.
Yeah. I'm like, and then when Netflix bought it,
yeah,
he was like 19, and he was still trying to play a fucking 15-year-old.
It's like I think the dude who plays Robbie is like 30.
Yeah, he's like.
I know Sam is like 28 or something.
Yeah, she's like, 28, like 29, 28.
Yeah, and I was that's crazy. And then it's funny because then like Dimitri, I think he's like 22 or something. And I was like,
yeah,
it's so funny the age range. It's crazy. They all look young still, but that's just hilarious to me. Like random ass age.
But it's funny because that's how it really is though. Because even when like my brother was doing a lot of acting and like he wanted me to get in so I can do some like extra work and stuff like that. They wanted us to do it because at the time I was like 18 and he was like 25, but he looked like he was like late teens. And I still look like I was in like 13, 14 years old, and I was really like 18.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
get around the child labor laws that way.
Exactly. And that's what a lot of he's like, dude, he's like, if you guys can just come in and like, we'll pay you. I was like, well, all right. Like I did. I was literally one shit that I literally did. I was just sitting on the bench doing this. $500.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, that's cool. It's like, yeah, we just need you there for the reshoots. I'm like, bet, all right.
I forget, it was funny. It reminded me of when I was doing security at Warner Brothers, and they wasn't feeding us. And this one dude got mad because he was there for like 12 hours. He was an extra, and he saw that I was eating up food. He's like, man, fuck this place. What you want? He was funny about it. He's like, you want some of these? Nah. I was like, bro, you supposed to be on the low key with it. He's over there. You want some chips? I'm like, yeah, but no, get the Cheetos, not the Lay's. Oh, it was funny because I made friends with everybody but the other security guard. That was the funniest thing.
I'm telling you, because honestly, if you had ever worked on a show where Lupe and I were working, dog, you've been hooked up so fast because Lupe let me do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
Because she knew that, one, if you treat me with respect, I'm going to come back at you with respect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come in like my shit don't stink, oh my God, dude, that shit was so much fun. So there's this one time we were doing All American.
The original?
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
I asked because I worked on Homecoming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I did the first 2 episodes of Homecoming, and then that's when COVID started, and then so this dude comes in, and mind you, he's a fucking extra. Fucking extra. Yeah. So, and like I said, we made food for everybody, but it's very known that the stars eat first, the extras eat second. So,
yeah, and it goes down the line.
It goes down the line.
Priority.
Exactly. So, we had pot roast, like, and our shit was fire, dude. Like cutting station, everything, shit was like on point. So this dude comes up, and like, at the cutting station, you give a little bit until everyone eats, and then if you want to come back for seconds, if there's more, then you come back. So I was giving like pretty decent thick slices. No one else had a problem with it except this one fucking dude. I'm sitting there cutting, and he was like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "Oh, utensils are right there. I'm sorry." He goes, "No, can I get another piece?" No. He's like, "Well, it's SAG rules." I'm like, "SAG rules say that I feed you."
Yeah.
And you're fed.
Those are the worst ones, those extras with fucking SAG.
Yeah. Oh, they're horrible.
I remember I had an interaction with somebody, too. They were like trying to give me a problem because they were like, oh, because I'm in SAG, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that don't mean shit to me, bro.
Yeah.
I can get these hands.
And so, like, I'm sitting there, like, and I'm like, you're fed, so fuck off. I'm like, you have the straight dessert table right there. There's Sunday station. There's cookies. There's cake. If you want to get more of that, get more of that. I'm like, but you can't get any more of the red meat. Sorry. I'm like, once I feed everybody, if you want to come back and there's more, absolutely. Yeah.
And I also feel like everyone else knows those rules.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers be sitting there waiting like, is that the last one? No, they got them next.
Yeah. If you're cool with me, I'll tell you right now, like, there are people that, like, extras that I was cool with, and they were like, I'm like, hey, I got something on the table for you. Don't trip. Like, come back and I'm like, that chick after the red shirt chick. I'm like, after that, I'm like, come back. I'm like, and outside you. He's like, okay, bet. Like, but those were people that I was cool with, and like, we used to fuck with each other all the time. And so he was like, but I'm a part of SAG. I'm like, listen, bro. I'm like, give me 1 second, man. I'm like, you see that person right there? And he was like, who? I'm like, that guy right there, the black guy at the end of the line. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, technically, I can tell him to come forward. You want to know why? He was like, why? I'm like, because that's fucking Tay Diggs. I'm I'm like, and right behind them is Breezy. I'm like, I know those two. Because I'm like, Tay Diggs is on the front of the show. He's like I'm like, him and I'm like, and the football player are the two front people of the show. When you go on Netflix, that's who you see. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so technically, they both have speaking lines. I can get them to the front before I think any of these people. I'm like, you know what the difference is? They won't say anything. I'm like, but when I asked him, hey, do you want to come up? He said no. Mm-hmm. I don't know who you are. You're probably going to end up on the editing floor. I'm like, because here's why. The showrunner loves me. Yeah. If I tell him tell her you're being an asshole, guess what's going to happen? Your ass is going to get sent home. Yeah. I'm like, so let's choose our battles a little bit better. And he goes, whatever. So line comes through. Tay Diggs walked up. He was like, I heard what you said. He's like, that's fucking hilarious. I was just like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm like, you get what I'm saying. He's like, no. He's like, he's being an asshole. He's like, at that point, he's like, because he's like, even Breezy, and I can't stand Breezy, even she was like, dude, fuck this motherfucker. We should go up there and just cut the line. And he's like, no, we're better than that. She was like, shit, you are. I'm not. She's like, but I'll be good. But the showrunner was like, hey, what happened earlier? And I told her. She was like, which one was it? I'm like, it's a dude in the. I'm like, I show her, I'm like, it's the blonde dude. She's like, here. And she's like, he was an extra. He's like, was he in the restaurant outfit? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I'm like, that one. She goes, okay. Do it right now. I didn't see that dude for the rest of the time I was there.
Yeah, because some of those people don't realize it's like when you work on the show, even as like, you're doing the food and stuff, it's the same crew.
Yeah. Everybody
knows each other. Because I had a similar interaction too. What was that one spot that was like not on the lot? Was it like the little where the Bewitch house was? What was that called?
Oh, the ranch?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I was over in the ranch, right? And they were like, feeding everybody, and we went last, mm-hmm. which we didn't care about, whatever. And some dude he jumped in front of us and was causing a scene and shit. And they were like, all right, it was like scraps left. He got the scraps. And then the cook started laughing because he put out a fresh ass tray for us. And I was like, you dumbass, if you would have just waited your turn. And then,
fresh food.
Yeah, and my shit was hot and ready. I was like, yo. But everybody I worked with, it was funny. They always liked me because I remember this one dude, I was working on Winning Time. Mm-hmm. He was, I think he was like in charge of the crafty or whatever. And he was like getting a bunch of stuff out of his car. And now this is when I learned as a security guard, I'm not supposed to help them technically because if I get hurt, it's like a weird legal thing. But I helped him get some boxes out of his car. We chopped it up and just talking. And I'm talking to him like I talk to you. Like I wasn't yes sir, no sir. I was like, yeah, I got you, man. Fuck all that shit, whatever. And he was like, you a cool ass dude. Hey, if you hungry, bro, go get some food. I was like, they said I can't eat that food. He said, fuck them. You hungry? Get you some food. And that was the day I think I told you I worked like 17 hours, and then I missed lunch. And they said, oh, we got some leftovers in the little break room. I checked. It was literally like 18 pieces of rice. I was like, I'm not scraping up no scraps. So I went to the line and said, yo, homeboy with the ponytail so I can get some food. They said, what you want? I said, give me 2 of them sandwiches, some of that. They're like, we got you. Don't even trip. And dude was, yeah, hook him up. I was like, yeah. And I was out there eating. And everybody's like, you're not supposed to be eating. I said, I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. And Warner Brothers, I've heard it's gotten way worse now.
It was pretty bad when I was there.
Yeah.
Like they treat the like even like the security guards, the set watch, they treat us like shit. Like not the show, the actual like the
studio.
Yeah, like the supervisors and stuff. Like they'll be like, "Hey, you guys can eat this food." We're like, "Why?" They said we can. Oh, it's not protocol. I'm like, but they said they gonna feed us. But then it was weird. Like homecoming, we were allowed to eat the food, but on like Winning Time, we weren't allowed to get nothing. And I was like, oh, y'all got the snacks out here, but we can get no snacks. They're like, oh, yeah, go ahead, help yourself. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. And I'm like, what does it matter, bro? Like,
we used to tell supervisors used to come by all the time. Hey, make sure you're not feeding the security guards. Whatever. I did this shit in front of my security guard, or in front of my supervisor. I'm like, hey, bro, you want to eat? I'm like, they've already eaten. Do you want to eat? Because we're about to go on lunch, and once we get done with lunch, we're packing the ship and we're leaving. Go and grab you some meat. And the guy was like, really? I'm like, dude, literally, pack that shit up because I'm trying to take everything back.
Yeah, I remember it was so funny. I was working the Friends Fountain, and they didn't tell me. Well, I didn't know because it was my first time doing it, and then I was asking questions. I got yelled at, just go outside. All right. I go out there and sit out there. I didn't know, well, they didn't know either that the tours got canceled that day, which means I'm not supposed to be at the fountain. So I'm out there just kicking rocks and shit, bored. And some dude said, "Hey man, you working this show?" I said, "No." He said, "They got some bomb ass food." He's a truck driver, and I was like, "Yeah, the ribs smell good." He said, "You want some ribs?" And then before I could answer, he just disappeared, came back with a whole plate. He's like, "I know they're weird around here." He's like, "Oh, so come help me with something real quick." I said, "All right." And then I'm gonna block you, and he stood in front of me and blocked me while I was eating ribs. I was cleaning the bone. I'm in there like, "Appreciate your fam." He was like, "Yeah, go ahead. Some napkins in there, got some cornbread." I was like, "Yo, like I ain't never missed a meal there, bro."
What was jacked up about Warner Brothers, they were so strict on them only using our catering.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they were strict. Like, you had to jump through fucking hoops.
I think because they charge more.
Yeah.
So they're trying to fuck the show over, even though it's their show.
Exactly. It's like, it's dumb as fuck. But in the long run, after they opened back up after COVID, oh, fucking, it was like the floodgates open. Mm-hmm. Everyone, hey, you guys want to come in? Yeah. Set up your truck right here. They barely use our catering services now.
Yeah, like we used it for, I think Homecoming they used it, and everything at the ranch they used it too. But it was like everything else was like it was free game.
Yeah, Anyways, that shit was fucking stupid. Where the fuck are we talking about? Oh yeah, Cobra Kai. I'm gonna give the whole show a solid 8.
My first thought was a 9. I was going to go 10, and I was like, okay, let's be realistic. Because I'm thinking about the earlier seasons, which are amazing. But to me, the whole show has always been good up until...
that break that fucked us up.
Yeah, and then also I feel like, too, though, I don't know if you noticed, but once Netflix took over, it got a little weaker.
It did. When it was on YouTube, that shit was...
Yeah, because that shit was... But remember, too, though, that's when Johnny was the main star. And I think when they got to Netflix, they started trying to push Ralph Macchio more.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't mind him, but I was like, I don't care about what LaRusso's doing.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. Talk about the pit. What did I tell you,
bro? Look, you told me a while ago. I think you texted me, said, "Yo, you got to watch the pit on Max," and I was like, I don't want to watch no hospital bullshit. And I was bored one day, and I was like, let me just turn this on. I got to episode 1, and I'm watching, and I realized 3 episodes later, I was like, I didn't watch 3 episodes. And then, did you watch the new one that dropped yesterday?
No, I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah, okay, I watched that, bruh. I don't like hospital shit, but I don't know why this is one of those weird ass shows to where it's very like not much is a lot's happening, but not like on a crazy extent. But it's entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah.
Like when that doctor one time was like, I gotta pee. He's trying to go to the bathroom.
The whole fucking show.
And I was like, why am I interested in him going to the bathroom? You know, it was like weird. But I was like,
why do I have to go to the fucking bathroom now? Yeah.
But yeah, then the last episode was a little sad. I was sitting there.
She lost the baby, didn't she?
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. I don't know yet. They haven't really clarified. I'm assuming she did, but...
okay. I saw the last one where she looked at her panties and it was like blood. Right?
She was doing an ultrasound on herself, and then they just left her alone, and then she just went right back to work, so she didn't even process what happened to herself, I don't think.
Oh, damn.
But it was like, this episode was like sad. I don't want to tell you too much, because, but I was watching it, and I was like, they better not make me hood, and I'm about thug life. I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. I was like, hit him up. And I was like, but it's so fucking good.
It's a great fucking show.
And I'm like, why the emergency room so fucking packed? Like,
yeah. Well,
it's like rush hour at a fast food place, you know what I'm saying?
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it's called The Pit. It's on Max. It's basically a rated R version of ER. Mm-hmm. And it's literally, I think it's from the creators of ER, because I know Noah Wiley, who... the head doctor, he started off in ER. So it's either, I don't know if it's not in the same universe, but it's virtually the same writers did it. But
I think it's kind of like House and The Good Doctor.
Yeah.
Because that guy he did both shows. So I think it's something like that, I want to say 100%.
But God damn, this show is fucking fantastic.
What made me mad though, legit, was I thought the season ended and I was watching it and I was like, I watched it last week. And I think, 7 episodes dropped. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's how they end the series? And I was like, I got what? Was it like 15 episodes in total? I was like, yo, come on, I don't wait for 8 more. I was like, drop this shit, bro. Stop playing with me.
And this is what's going to lead. Okay, so I'm giving The Pit an absolute 10. Fantastic show.
Anything lower than a 10 is gonna catch my fade.
Exactly. Which that is going to lead us into our next, which is Reacher. And let me tell you something about Reacher. Okay, so I go into this show because I saw that you put Reacher review. I'm like, oh fuck, Reacher started. So I go on fucking Prime. I'm sitting there getting all ready to get my booty all in my seat and shit. Press play. I'm watching it. You notice I said 3 watching this, right? Mm-hmm. And then it stops and goes up next. And it's like a fucking stupid ass movie. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I go down to Prime. They're dropping week by week.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still mad at Prime for doing ads.
Well, I don't have ads because I don't pay for Prime.
No, mine's the ad-supported bullshit. I just hate it because I feel like everybody, they didn't have ads and they just put you on the ad plan. I'm like, bruh. And then I'm like, stop putting ads in the middle of the show. Because again, to me, like, because now that, well, not even that, because I feel like, for, I watched the show Found, right? It comes on NBC. Mm-hmm. They have perfect time breaks for commercials. Yeah. That don't bother me. But when the show doesn't have ads and you just throw ads in there, it bugs my fucking spirit because it messes up the flow.
Yeah. That's honestly why I just started paying for it. I was like, with my Netflix, I just started paying for it again. I'm like, dude, I can't do this shit no more. Because
I refuse. I hate Netflix.
Well, yeah. Well, the only reason I did it because I was one.
Fuck Netflix. You could tell them I said it. Unless they gonna give me a job. I ain't say nothing. Y'all hiring, cuz?
Actually, they probably are. But yeah, it's
Reacher is
Reacher's fucking amazing. I'm talking shit right now, but like what pissed me off is because I saw in my head all the pictures lit up.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I saw in my head, and then once I went back to the episodes, it was like, oh no, nigga, sorry, you got fucking. It's like 3 shots I'm going to take anyways. You're going to have to wait another week.
You said it 3 times? Yeah. I only caught that last.
Yeah.
Did I say it?
Yeah, once.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hey, thug life.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, so far, 10 out of 10 easily.
Oh, yeah. That show's like, that show never misses.
I'm waiting for him to fight Paulie. I'm waiting for it.
Dude, that's a big motherfucker.
I know. He kept fucking with him, bro. Like, he was driving the kid and he swerved towards him. I was like, he trying to start some shit. And then he gonna say, I hope I don't have to fight this dude. But you antagonizing him. I'm like, you want to fight him or not?
He keep fucking punching him.
Oh, man. This shit is crazy.
But you know what he did? When Paulie stood up, he grabbed that.
Yeah, he was like, what's good? Like,
he grabbed that weight. I was just like, oh, shit. Oh, man, such a good show.
At first, I didn't think, is her name Neegly? Neegly? I don't know if he's saying Neegly or Neely.
Which one?
The chick who always helped him out. He called her a couple times.
Oh, yeah, Neely.
Okay, yeah, her. I think she's going to be in this season. I don't know why she's such a fascinating character to me. Like,
well, she's getting her spinoff, right?
They're lying.
No, she's getting her after.
Okay, I'm in. I don't care about good or bad. I'm watching that motherfucker, and I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
I think after this season, because he's taking a break because they're doing Blue Mountain State, and he's coming back as a coach.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so and because because at first he didn't want to do it, and then like everyone's coming back from the original show, and so he was just like, "Fuck!" He's like, and he asked, he was like, "Dude, if I have to lose weight and lose my muscle mass," he's like, "I'm not doing it." They're like, "No, it's going to be funnier that way. Like we want you to be big as fuck." Yeah. And so he was like,
"Too hard for that shit."
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he said. He's like, "Bro," he's like, "I'm almost 50." He's like, "I can't lose this right now." I didn't realize he's like 43, 44.
Yeah, I think he didn't get started later in his career, but like I think he did, but he looked younger.
Yeah.
So it was a mixture of that.
Because when he was in Blue Mountain State, I think he was like 32, 33.
I think it's kind of like, reminds me of Batista. Remember he first started wrestling? Yeah. I thought he was young. He was like mid-30s. Yeah. And then now he looked old as hell. Like he was that old back then? Like,
yeah.
Not 30 ain't old, but you know what I mean? Like looking at him now, it's like, damn, it's crazy.
He aged.
Yeah.
But Blue Mountain State coming. Can't wait for that. Reacher, season 3. Season 3?
Yeah, season 3.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I thought this was season 4.
I did too.
And I was like, oh, this is only 3. Because I was going to skip season 3 and I was like, wait, no, this is it.
Yeah. No, I did the same thing. I was like, oh, wait, hold on. Wait, is there? And like I literally had to go back, like they give you a list of seasons. I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that shit though. Yeah. It's too much high octane to just stop it like that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what pissed me off. Like, let's drop the fucking episodes already.
I think it was funny now that I remember. I think they did drop it weekly back in the day.
Did they?
I think so. But it was more of a...
What did he drop all... Oh... Fallout.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait for that season 2 to come back.
I don't really
Macaulay
care for
Culkin's
it,
in it.
But I want to see it still.
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin's going to be in it. There's a lot of people that's like... that are going to premiere and or come out in season 2. So... yeah, so okay, so I text you Avatar Last Airbender. Have you heard anything about that one yet?
Is that the one where it's a continuation when Aang is older?
Nah.
Oh no, the next Avatar, right? Or something like that?
No. It's a desolate wasteland caused by the Avatar. So the Avatar, I guess the most recent Avatar before he passed away, that's demolished the world.
Oh shit! Because last thing I heard was they were supposed to do the next Avatar after Korra or something like that, and then they were also trying to develop a show about Aang post the original show.
Yeah, they're still going to do that one where Aang is like kind of like growing up and like you're going to follow his track of growing up, but this one is going to be after Korra.
Okay.
And so,
I didn't hear about all they were like, oh, we're gonna do the next Avatar.
Yeah,
it was gonna be, that's crazy.
So this one
is fine. That's actually good.
That's like good, right?
Because last time we saw a motherfucker kind of fuck the world up. Well, not literally, but literally was Kyoshi when she split the earth to create Kyoshi Island type of thing.
Oh yeah.
That was the last thing we've seen that was like a real big deal for Avatar.
And so like this one is instead of the Avatar being like the guiding light of hope, no one wants him back.
You know, I got a good idea for an Avatar show. If they did like a mini series and they did a little bit of every Avatar from like the past 2,
like an anthology series.
Yeah. Like give a couple like 3 to 5 episodes or something where they just give you something about them.
Yeah.
Because I forgot the airbending chick, something with a Y. Aang talked to her a lot in the original show.
The past Avatar.
Yeah, she was the
airbender
one. I want to see more of that because I feel like we got enough of Roku, but I do want a little bit more Roku.
Yeah.
But then is it Korok? He was the one who his wife got face taken by the face stealer.
Oh yeah,
because he was just chilling the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the hell you been doing? Like, I know he did. They say he didn't do much, but I'm like, what were you really doing back then? Just coasting, bro.
That was honestly even in the live action show. Or even the animated series, that was scary as fuck.
That was.
Like and they did it perfectly in the live action.
Yeah.
Like they did that shit perfectly.
I'm still waiting for that too.
Oh yeah.
Is that this year or next year?
I think it's this year because I know they were done filming like early Christmas or something like that.
All I know is Toph better be legit. If you fuck Toph up, bro, I'm gonna be mad.
Well, the girl they cast as Toph looks just like her.
She better be tomboyish like a motherfucker.
Yeah. They cut her hair and everything.
That's what I think I liked about the animated version was Toph was the dopest, strongest, one of the strongest fucking benders out there. But then she had that crush on Sokka, and that made it so funny. Like I remember that one episode where she was drowning and Suki saves her. He's like, Sokka, my hero, and then Suki's like, oh, that was me, and she was like, oh, it got awkward. Like that shit, it was like the funniest thing. Like I want to see moments like that.
First person to ever fucking metal bend.
She's a boss.
Dude, that shit was hard too, especially if she went poof, poof, and it's like, and made like a metal suit out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Like the fact that she was blind, but she wasn't blind is ridiculous to me. Like that was dope.
And what was slick about it too, and I never noticed this until I want to say it was Straw Hat Goofy. Like we were sitting there talking. What the fuck was I going to say? He was sitting there talking on his podcast, and he was talking about Avatar, not the new one, but he was just talking about shows that he watched. He's like, I never noticed that and they're like, what? Toph always had the feet cut out of her shoes, and we're like, yeah, so she can see. And he's like, yeah, but think about that shit. That's genius. Like. Mm-hmm. He's like, and I get it, like, so she can see and everything. He's like, but let's really analyze that. He's like, for a little girl who grew up not knowing her parents, not knowing who found out, oh, you know what? I'm going to start mimicking these moles.
She knew her parents.
Or, okay, yeah.
She was rich.
Right? Yeah, that's right. But I'm going to start mimicking these moles so no one knows that I'm blind. So I'm just going to cut the bottoms of my shoes off so I can just like see. I was just like, that's fucking crazy. Like that's
yeah. Because I remember when they went to the Fire Nation at one time, they found those clothes and she put on some shoes and she was like, pop.
Yeah, it just popped them out.
Yeah, and I was like, there you go.
Your feet just wiggle.
Mm-hmm. I thought she didn't like Appa at first either because she couldn't see.
Yeah. I can't honestly. This is going to be a dope show. This is like to see the darkness of the avatars.
Yeah.
And how the new avatar is going to come along and be like, okay, let me fix this before you hate me. Because I get that's going to be the theme of the show. Is like the new avatar is going to try to fix it, but everyone's going to be like afraid of him. He's going to be.
It's kind of going to be like Aang, kind of, like when he, because Roku, because Roku died and he disappeared for 100 years.
100 years, yeah.
Yeah, like they kind of was feeling kind of way about it. I feel like something like that, but like on a different level.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of essentially Netflix shows, because that's kind of a Netflix show. You know what show I'm not looking forward to? Stranger Things.
I'm not even. At one point, I was. I'm not gonna lie.
I was about 16 years ago.
Yeah. Half these motherfuckers are my age now.
That's the thing that's crazy. I'm like, that's why I feel like with shows, if you're gonna do shows with kids, you have to film seasons back to back or something. You got to constantly film. Like if they had it already fully filmed and they just had it sitting somewhere, I'd be like, cool, because you can get into it. But it's like when you see a jump from like these kids be like 12 and then now they're like 19 is like just don't look right no more. Like they voice change and shit. And it's like this is weird.
Like the guy who, like the main character dude, the Millie Bobby, not. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Steve's
the one who looks like Timothy Chalamet, little boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know his name.
Yeah. No.
I thought that was Timothy. I thought that Timothy Chalamet was him. I was like, he grew up quick, and I was like, this is the same person.
The one that's in It.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had legit look like he looks.
Yeah. He
looks. You glance look like Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. He's like fucking 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah.
How is this gonna work? And he's still a fucking teenager.
Yeah.
Fucking the black dude in the show, he has like a full on beard and mustache combo. Dustin, like, he's a grown ass man now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Yeah, and then like I think it's supposed to drop sometime this year, and I'm like,
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm like, I might watch it, but I'm gonna be hating.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch strictly
because I'm gonna be like, you made us wait 4 or 5 years for this, bro.
And if it takes a break, I'm telling you right now, I'm breaking every TV in my house.
If it takes a break, I might even commit to it because I'm not. I'll wait till it's all the way done because that's stupid. I think that's what Netflix is trying to do now is give you like a piece of the show, then break. That's their new wave they're trying to start, and I'm like, that's not smart. Like you were the reason Netflix got popular is because we didn't have to wait for a show. We could just binge it. Like you created binge watching, now you're taking binge watching away. That's stupid as fuck to me.
I remember when my Netflix was still on the disc.
I didn't know they existed back then.
Yeah,
because I was. Never mind. I'm gonna snitch on myself.
What? We
had movies that we got off the streets.
Oh, we did.
No, but that was my library of movies. So like Netflix, I didn't know it existed. None of that shit. Like because we used to do Blockbuster, and then
yeah, the hood movies.
Let me. It's funny now. Think about it. I told my sister this story the other day. It was so funny. So I was home alone with my friends. Right, I was like, I think 12 or 13, and we prank called 911. And then we hung up and then they're like, they gonna come here. I was like, no, they can't trace the call that quick. They traced that quick.
Yes, he did.
And the cop knocks on the door, asking us questions and stuff, and he takes a peek in the house. We had a bootleg, right? It's the funny thing. It was the movie The Condemned with Stone Cold. It was like,
is that the Island movie?
Yeah. So this is probably my dumbest moment. So the cop was like, is that a pirated movie? I didn't know that bootlegs are called pirated. Like, that's pirating or piracy. Mm-hmm. I thought he said pirate movie. My dumb ass said, oh, no, that's an army movie. And this dude just looked at me, shook his head, just walked away. And I was like, what'd I say? It's funny. Irony is the movie's not an army movie.
No.
I thought because I think Stone Cold had on like camo pants. Yeah. So I assumed it was an army movie, but I haven't seen it yet. And he walked out, and then years later, I started learning what piracy meant. I said, that's what that nigga meant? I was like, I feel so stupid. But it's funny because he gave me this look like, oh, this kid's stupid. So my stupidity saved us from getting in trouble, which is because he was like, oh, where's your parents at? And I was like, my mom's at work. So you here by yourself? Kinda. Like, it was like I tried to snitch, and then I said that dumb shit. He just left, and I was like, my stupidity saved my life.
Yeah,
I would have got a whooping for that. But that shit was funny. He said a pirated movie, and I said, no, it's an army movie with a straight face, like dead serious. Like, you want to watch it? I could turn it on. And in my because also I think at that age I wasn't paying attention to like you can get arrested for bootlegs. I was like, nah, we got that off the street, bro. Like, yeah, because they was actually at Walmart selling them like crazy.
True.
Like we saw, like I swear it was like a Mexican lady always walked around with 2 big ass bags, but she'd never go in the store, and we always saw her. My mom became such good friends with her. We got deals, so we had a damn bin of movies. So I was like, I thought that was just the normal, because like because they approached everybody on the street, like they weren't even scared to like sell it. So I was like, oh, if you ain't scared to sell it, I mean, I should be scared to buy it. Like it should be cool. Like, so our perception was messed up.
I remember my dad used to. Well, he still coaches at Fullerton, but he knew a dude that used to always sell fucking bootlegs in Fullerton, but he only accepted cash. And so, like, every time for like Thanksgiving, we used to go and get like a shit ton of movies and then sit back and just watch everything. Yeah. And like sometimes there would be good copies, sometimes there would be bad copies.
But I hate it. Ooh, when a motherfucker walking through the theater coughing. Ooh, I want to jump through that thing.
I remember. I don't know why. For some reason, we got Biker Boys on bootleg one time.
Burn rubber and not your soul.
And in the middle of the movie, right when he leans down and takes out the Nas, or like eases off the gas so so
the sun can win.
Yeah, so the sun can win. It just cuts off to this big black dude just giving it to this little white chick. I'm just like. So, he's like,
that was the toss up.
Like it was just like he was like, man, and like you can see like the emotion in the scene, and then you hear, yeah, take that. I'm just like,
that's so it's funny. That's why you couldn't trust motherfuckers back then. Yep. But it was so funny.
But I'm telling you right now, I never watched Biker. I didn't finish watching that movie until it came on TBS, and I'm just like, oh, that's how the movie ended. It was so traumatizing.
It's funny. I told you this last time, but I forgot to mention it when we were recording. I feel like we in random story time. But when I saw Captain America last week, it was a Thursday. Like there was these 2 dudes just talking, like they're like maybe teenagers or some shit, and they were talking a lot, and it was pissing me off. And this is why I hate that I'm getting old. I tweaked my back that day. So I'm sitting in my recliner seat. They talking. Normally I'm that shut the fuck up, dude, right? And I was like, let me get on these motherfuckers. So I'm like, out of turn, I'm like, I'm back because these niggas will kill you. Shit, I put my seat back up. I felt like such a bitch, but it's funny because like it was a natural instinct. I was like, they'll kill you, bro. Sit your ass down. And I got in the car later. I was like, I was real mad. I was like, I'm really mad. I'm getting old, bro. Like I wasn't scared, but the fact that I can get jumped and get stabbed and shit, I was like, that's how you know you're getting this maturing. I was like, nah, I ain't got time for this today. Because if I was 23, 24, woo, we would have been boxing in that motherfucker. Oh, yeah. But man, I'm still mad about that. I was like, that was such an embarrassing thought. Like, because I folded so quick once I felt that pain. I was like, nope.
So I told you tomorrow is baseball tryouts, right?
Yeah.
They get walkout songs
for tryouts.
No.
Oh, well,
for the team, they get for each player to get a different walkout song. I cannot wait to see what Kennedy does. I can't wait to see what Logan does because Logan is.
I feel like Kennedy gonna play "Somebody Gonna Get Their Ass Beat." hit him up. That Mark Henry.
So I already picked Kennedy song. It's gonna be like a. Run the Jewels song, and like it has like a dope little intro. They don't start cussing to like the 22nd second, so they're good. And I can just imagine him because lately Candy's dance move has just been the hip thrust.
Oh my god,
that's his dance move. He's just been the hip thrust. I don't know why, don't know where he got it from, but that's his move. I'm gonna give it to him. Yeah, probably. But that's his thing. Like he likes dancing like that. Hey man, if you're feeling it, do it. And so
feel it, chase it.
Yeah. And Logan's song is Annihilation from Into the Spider-Verse. The Sway Lee, Lil Wayne.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Is it?
Or which one?
The second one.
Oh man, I feel like when I hear it, I'll know what you're talking about.
I'll play for you get off. Yeah, but it's a dope song, and it's just like Logan loves the song. I wanted to play Somebody Started a Riot, but it's Shabuzi and Duckworth, but I can't play because like. Who here wants to start riot? Right off the back, it just says nigga. So I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, well. And like, Logan is more of a interpretive dancer. So he'll just sit there and just.
Oh,
it's like, get up to the fucking plate, son. Just get up to the plate. So, man. And this is going to be. And you know what? Like, I don't know. I have a feeling that Logan's going to enjoy baseball because he's afraid of getting hit with the baseball. Who isn't? But I have a feeling that
he's too old for the T1.
Yeah, he's a year too old for T-ball.
Oh, okay.
Candy is in the middle of T-ball, so Candy can play T-ball until 6 years old.
Okay.
And Logan has to go to coach pitch, which I mean, it's still like they're still going to loft you the ball. Yeah. So they're going to teach them timing and everything. By the way, baseball's fucking expensive.
I'm not surprised.
Bro, today alone, so I had to go get both of them cleats for tryouts. $30 each. Because, well...
Some little ass feet?
Well, Logan was 40. Candy was 30. And then I had to take his back... Because they were like right on like the cusp. Like if his foot grows like a centimeter, it's gonna outgrow. So I was like, dude, let's go get him some bigger sizes. So that dropped to 29. Then I had to go get them a glove. Thank God the guy at the baseball store was cool. He was like, "Is this your first year playing?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "So you've never played before?" Yeah. He's like, "Go to Walmart." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He was like, I got Candy one from him. It was $30. It has like if the ball comes in and bounces up, it stops it.
Oh, okay.
So like I got him that one. He was like, for your older son, go to Walmart. He was like, I'm telling you right now, Walmart has a very good baseball selection. He was like, and everything is like middle of the road good. It's not like you're not paying $400 fucking dollars for a glove and you're not sure they're gonna like baseball. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, and if you want to buy them a bat there, buy them a bat there too. He's like, because they're actually really good bats. He's like, they're like a little bit imperfection, but they'll ship them to Walmart and have Walmart sell them.
Okay.
He's like, when I say a little bit imperfection, it's like the handle is like, if it's a centimeter off.
Yeah, it's like that. Remember at Honda Center, that jersey had that little speck of gloss.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, we can't sell this.
It's like, yoink.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy they do shit like that.
Do you remember where Chocolates used to give us like? She's like, "Hey, I put a box in the compactor, but on the side so it doesn't get smushed." I'm like, "What's in there? Jerseys? You remember that shit?"
Yeah,
dude. Like, and then when I say jerseys, I mean like these were like good like high-end professional fucking jerseys that they just couldn't sell because it had like a speck of something on it.
Mm-hmm. I know I kept one.
I kept like 3.
And then because I had 2, I want to say. And then there was a fundraiser at Calston Fullerton, and I donated that to the fundraiser.
But yeah,
I back into the difference.
Goddamn.
I still remember when I was like, I think I told you and Tucker, I was like, yo, I got a fundraiser coming up for the track team. I need some shit to raffle off. Y'all said, all right. And then game pucks, Corey. No, give me the puck. I had 2 pucks. And then remember the bobblehead night was going to cut holes the bobblehead boxes. I got the look. Then I remember for some reason with the laundry bags and stuff. Like I had so much shit. I was like, yo, hats, everything. Like,
dude, I'm telling you, like, bro. Okay, so there's this one time. This is way before. This is when Joel was still alive, and we had to do it was like someone had a hat trick and we had to do like the lost and found shit. So the rule of thumb is lost and found. If it doesn't get picked up for 2 weeks, it goes to lost and it comes to us, and then we take it to the donation thing. hat tricks, everything. Hat tricks, people throw shit on the ice. Go sweep them up. If they don't get them by the end of if they don't come get them by the start of next game, is automatically going to get donated. We don't have it anymore. So one time we were going through shit because that's what we did. It was like, fuck, if it's getting donated, we're just going to see if we can find some good shit. Joel found these glasses. I was like, he was like, actually, James, these will look good on you. So he gave them to me. I'm like, oh, fuck, these are really fucking good glasses. Where have I seen these before? I'm like, didn't think of it. So I kept them, like I rinsed them off, sanitized like the eye part that goes like right here. That way, like I don't get fucking pink eye and shit. I was like, dude, where the fuck have I seen these fucking glasses before? Like, and it was bugging the shit out of me. Just so happened, we went to Vegas. It was me, Tucker, and someone else. We went to Vegas, and we get to the hotel room. I sit there flipping channels, and I'm watching, and I'm like, oh shit, Entourage is on. Mm-hmm. So like I started watching Entourage. Ari Gold was wearing the same glasses I wore. Oh shit. That I had. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, hold on. So I looked them up. These were like fucking $500 glasses.
That's crazy.
And someone just lost them. I'm like, oh shit. So I text Joel. I'm like, yo, these glasses are like $500 fucking dollars. He's like, bullshit. So I sent him the link, and he was like, yo. I'm like, dude, a fucking douchebag brother stole them and broke them. I'm so fucking pissed. Don't worry, the fucking Tucker. You ever heard Mosley Tribe's the sunglasses? Like Drake used to wear them all the time.
I don't think so.
So Tucker got a pair. These things were like $1,000 sunglasses. Broke them.
Damn.
And then I was like, dude, I'm like, if you had, because those are the type of glasses, like if you have the box and you ship everything back to Mosley Tribe, they'll send you like once they get them, they'll go through them and then they'll be like, okay, these broke. Here's a discount code so you can get the same pair of glasses or something different. Mm-hmm. And it'll be 50% off. So he was just like, I'm like, dude, you have the box to ship it. And you have to ship it within. He contacted them and they sent him everything he needs to send back. And you have to ship it within 3 days of getting everything. I'm like, bro, just put them in the fucking box, put them in the envelope, wrap it up, give it to me. I'll take it to the thing. It has to have today's stamp on it. That way you can get your, oh yeah. We get to work that day. Yo, you get your glasses? Oh, I forgot them at home. To this day, that nigga still has his broken Mosley Tribes box sitting on his dresser. I'm just like, it's been 15 years, my boy. You ain't getting it back. But yeah, that oh my God.
It's crazy. That was so long ago.
I know, right?
Because I was thinking, I got hired there in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 9 years, bro. Like, in the trenches.
Trenches. Man. I'm telling you, dude, I started there when I was 21. I just turned 21 when I started the Honda Center.
It's fine. I think I was 21, 22-ish at the same time. Yeah. Like
I started there during the hockey strike.
Oh, okay.
So the very first hockey strike. So no one was there. And Lloyd, like for my first day there, Lloyd was like, find something to do. Just stay out of the way. So Keel's like, let's go. And right where you remember you walk down the hallway and like the video room?
Oh yeah.
That used to be like a little cubby hole where it's like they had TVs and shit, so we used to always watch TV in there. But yeah, then they took that away from us in the video room. I'm telling you right now, dude, I don't know if you were there or you might have been there. I'm not sure. Were you there when all the managers decided to take vacation at the same time?
I think that sounds familiar.
Because you met Joel before he passed, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so then you weren't there.
By the time I got there, it was Steve Dogg was.
Okay, bruh, and I don't know why they did this, but 1 week Joe went on vacation. He went on vacation for 2 weeks. So Joe went on vacation for a week. The start of his vacation, the next day, Brent went on vacation for 2 weeks. The start of Brent's vacation, the next day, Kevin went on vacation for 2 weeks. And so, like up the ladder, so on and so forth. It's like, so one day I'm going up and I have to see Tim Ryan about something. I'm like, look in Kevin's office. I'm like, where the fuck is everybody at? And then, like, I'm walking down the hallway and I just happen to see Tim Ryan's assistant. And she's like packing up her shit. She's leaving. I'm like, hey, Gina, where the fuck is everyone at? Like, those dumbasses scheduled their vacation at the same time. So everyone went on vacation. I'm like, who's running the Honda stand? They're like, us? I'm like, she's like,
I think that happened too when I was there or something. Because there's something similar like that where a lot of people did go on vacation.
Most likely.
Yeah, it was wild.
Dude, I'm telling you, that was the best almost month of nothing. Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm telling you, we came in. First thing Joel and Deloitte said, do not clock in. We don't want to have track of shit. I'm like, and if you're sick, you're not going to come in. Because we ain't doing shit. So don't use your sick days. I'm like, all right, cool. Fucking go in there. I'm going up to the 400 level.
It's funny, when I was there, we slept so much. I remember, like, it was like one of those days where, like, it was a long ass hockey game, you know, like it was like double overtime or shootout, whatever, you know. We got it like damn near 1 a.m.
Yeah, and
then Deloitte asked if some people could come the next day. And I think everybody said no, but Tucker. And then he asked me, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then we were dead tired, and we just knocked out. I remember we fell asleep in a cage one time. And I remember, because you have that little spot where you can sleep. I remember Tucker was down there, and I was like, I can go to sleep in no chair. And then we somehow, I think someone didn't lock the suites. We went in there, blast the AC, bro. That shit was so funny.
So there's a time like that where Deloitte asked me, he was like, can you come in tomorrow? And I was working the post game. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, dog. He was like, listen, no one's going to be here. It's literally just going to be you. I'm like, I need you to do 2 things for me. I'm like, all right. And I did the 2 things. And like, he was like, after that, the whole day is yours. He's like, stay out of sight, stay out of mind. Keep a radio on you just in case. I'm like, man, fuck. He's like, my keys are in the upper drawer. I was like, my keys are in the upper drawer. I'm like, he's like, any suite you want. He was like, keep
That's
it.
probably Tucker got those keys in.
Yeah.
That's probably got in. Because I remember, like, I don't remember how we got in, but we were just in there.
And so he was like, more towards the Jack Daniels Club, because they never really go in there. I'm like, all right, cool. And that's where the big couches were. So I'm just sitting there. I did everything. It only took me like 2 hours to do wherever Deloitte did. So what Deloitte needed me to do, go to the Jack Daniels Club, or the Jack Daniels Suites, shut the door. That big ass L leather couch. The rest of the day, like straight 8 hours, me racked out. And like, I didn't clock in because, I told Lloyd, hey, bro, I didn't clock in. He's like, don't worry about it. Don't even clock in. He's like, I'll fix it. And I was sitting there like, all right, back. So, point, Steve Dog texts me, hey, you going to lunch? Like, me looking around like, yo, like, how long have I been? He's like, bro, you've literally been asleep for like 5 hours. I was like, shit, yeah, I'm going to go to lunch. We go to Tummy Stuffers, give me a sandwich, eat.
Good old Tummy Stuffers.
I just love Stuffers. Eat. All right, man, I'm going to go back up to the suite. Rest of the day, just sleep.
Those were the best days, because that's one thing I did like about Deloitte. Just he'd be like, I need you to just come in clutch real quick, and I got you. He'd be like, all right, cool. He's like, give us a list of like 3 to 5 things. All right, and disappear. And my first time I was like, disappear? Tucker was like, come on. I was like, where are we going? Like, Oh, we used to always go. We used to always like do a lap. You stop, get our coffee from that good ass coffee machine, and then start going around and work the way up. I swear, I used to hate you back in the day. One of the reasons why is because whenever I had to go take a shit in the press box, you was up there already in the bathroom. I was like, get out! Like, using all the good toilet paper and shit.
Bro, you know how many rolls of toilet paper I stole from the Honda Center?
That was like, they had that good shit. And that bathroom, I loved it because that bathroom was always clean.
Mm-hmm. Dog, I'm telling you right now, I stole so much toilet paper from it. I used to always come home just like taking it out of my backpack. This Carl would be like, "Are you gonna get in trouble? You gonna catch me?"
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the funny thing is that I've never seen my mom shocked as when I came home one day. I took off my shoes. I was like, "Oh man!" I'm like, "Oh, hold on." Took a pair of fucking ice skates.
That's that Denzel attitude. I'm leaving here with something.
A pair of fucking ice skates, some fucking, like, literally a whole hockey outfit, like a whole hockey uniform. My mom's like, I'm like, oh, hold on. So I ran to the car, got the pads, got everything. I was like,
you know what's funny? When I was getting my new car, right? I cleaned my old car out. I popped the trunk. Why did I have like 6 broken hockey sticks in the trunk for no reason? And I think I had one full hockey stick. I was like, I don't even do that with hockey. Like, why do I got these sticks? And I still got them. Hey, where are they at, though? Where the fuck did I put them hockey sticks?
Leave it here or something.
Yeah. Always. Like, every job I had, I did that. Like, when I was at Warner Brothers, they said, when I was working the graveyard at the animation building, yeah, y'all can have snacks, just clean up after yourselves. I said, cool. And I was like, ooh, they got Celsius. I like these. Every pocket has Celsius in it. Went back down to my spot, slid into my backpack. I got to go pee again. I took an 18-pack, essentially. And then I had 2 to go. Had a bunch of chips and shit. Like, anywhere I go, you got to leave with something, bro.
I'm telling you. Like,
hey, we get taxed, you tax them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
I saw so much shit from fucking Warner Brothers saying.
Yeah, I was trying to be too ignorant, but that's when I was being real ignorant. I'll never forget either when I did all that shit, right? And I was right at the front gate, and there was a camera on me. They were like, don't fall asleep because they watched that camera. And I was watching a movie, had the heater on because it was cold as hell. I was like this. The phone rang. I was like, oh, shit, I'm fired. I was like, Officer Scott speaking. They said, hey, can you stay a little longer? I said, oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I was like, shit, I thought, because I was out for like 4 hours, bro. And it was to the point where I woke up, I was like, where am I? It's like, kind of like, I didn't know where I was at first. And I was, oh shit, the phone's ringing. I don't know how long it's been ringing. So I was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I thought they saw me on the camera. Mm-hmm. But I guess I had the cool supervisor. He didn't give a fuck.
Did I tell you when I was working at the rail station, I fell asleep on the overnight shift? Mm-hmm. So I worked at my very first ever radio job. I worked, and I'm not joking when I say this, at a Christian station. Because my very first radio, like, big radio job was at Kiss FM. This was owned by Kiss FM. They're like, hey, we don't have a street team position for you yet. It's going to open up in a month, so we're going to take you out to fucking the IE. Don't you live out there? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, cool. You're going to go out there. You're going to help them out for a little bit, run their boards, and then when the street team position opens up for you for AM 570, you're going to come back out to Burbank. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm like, a job's a fucking job. Mm-hmm. So they were like, you're be working overnight shift. I'm like, I'm team no sleep all the way. So you know me, dog. I'm good. I'm in my early 20s. I got this shit. So I was in there taking meter readings and shit. So I always invite like my girlfriends over at the time. Mm-hmm. You sit there kicking with me. This one time, the homies across the street, because I used to always go over there and party with them. Because I knew, because the only thing I was doing was like pressing buttons. I had to like do one radio like call out and then a contest. And these motherfuckers were black and Latin. They partied till like fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So they were like, hey, dog. He's like, every time I was pulling, they're like, what up, dog? I'm like, hey, what up? He's like, hey, come on, we can get done. I'm like, yeah. So go over there and fucking do this. I get fucked up, dog. I mean, like, hammered, stumbling back over to the thing. I'm like, yo, I'm like, I gotta go back to work. They're like, all right, I'll see you next weekend. I'm like, damn, y'all niggas doing this shit next weekend too? Mm-hmm. Whatever. Go back, sit down and do the radio call out. missed 5 reading, five satellite readings. I missed 2 contests I was supposed to do. I missed a bunch of shit. So, and then, like, when it's what they call dead air, so it's just completely silent, this alarm starts like, man, I'm saying, oh shit, oh fuck.
That's the worst. Hit you. Like, oh shit, I was asleep. Oh shit, I was asleep. Like that's the worst feeling.
It was going on for so long. My boss called me. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Listen, bro, I am so sorry. I fell asleep." He was like, "No shit. I've been running the boards for the past 2 hours from my house."
It's so funny.
Oh my god.
Realizing how easy it is to go to sleep at work is hilarious.
Because, and honestly, like, and I never fell asleep. Like, he never, only time there was dead air was like one time, like something got knocked loose and there was dead air. And I had to call him. I'm like, yo, the alarm's going off. There's dead air. He was like, oh no, I see that. He's like, it's something you can do. It's like something that the station has to do on their end to get us patched back in. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, dude, I used to talk to fucking Vince Scully all the time.
Okay.
Like that was like our lead up to, like, after a Dodger game, they'll do the interviews and then they'll lead it on to me, and I would be like the Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just always talk to Vince Scully. That shit was so dope. Like, the first time I talked to him, they're like, "Hey, someone wants to talk to you. Do you want to introduce yourselves?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." They're like, "Put on your headset." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Hi, this is Alex." He goes, "Hey, Alex, this is Vince Scully." I was like, "Hello?" Like, Vince Scully, the voice of the Dodgers? He's like, "Yes, Vince Scully, voice of the Dodgers." He's like, "You have a very nice voice. How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh my god, Vince Scully said I had a nice voice." Like, the nicest dude. Like, and like, we used to talk for like hours after the game. He's like, "All right, I'll talk to you later, Alex. My wife is very pissed off at me right now. She's like, she called you my work husband." I'm like, "Yeah, I can see that, Mr. Scully." I'm like, "All right, you have a good day." Like, I used to go to the games for free. Oh, that was a shit. I used to love those perks. Oh shit, we are at an hour 12 minutes. All right, you know what? Enough for
we just started talking. Now this is how conversations between us happen off the air.
Yeah,
you get what you get.
Deuces.
Love you. Bye. Did you stop that?
Nope.